Coach Stacy here. I am a creative coach in DecoExchange's creative coaching group. We are making a mesh and ribbon wreath today. We're using this 15-inch wire frame. It comes with these ties already on. We're just going to bring them out. Leave our inside ones there. We're starting with a 10-inch black and white mesh. We're just going to start out by scrunching along this cut edge. Just like that. We're going to make it so it looks kind of domed out. We're going to go right into a twist tie here, and we're going to tie it as tight as you can go. Okay, then we're going to measure this out 10 inches, and we're just going to gather along too and go into our next twist tie. $10 inches. Next twist tie. Just measuring out 10 inches each time, gathering them together, and tightening them as tight as I can go. I'm just going to take this end and chop it about 1.5 inches past where I plan to put it in the ties. Y'all do not undo your tie because it might just all fall apart. Just go right on it again and do another loop. Just like that. So you can see how big that 15 inches has grown already. 10. We're now at 24 inches. I'm using 2 different meshes throughout this. So we have a fine weave mesh in the natural with white stripe. And we have this extra wide foil stripe border stripe mesh with the orange and white. So we didn't count them ahead of time, but there were 10 outside ties on this as well as 8 inside ties. So we want mesh for each of those ties. So 10 plus 8 is 18. We're going to put 1 of each color in each one. So we want 9 of each mesh. So we're going to make 9 cuts. We're going to go right around 20 inches. I'm just going to curl either side. If it's more comfortable on your chest, do it on your chest. Curl either side, both sides, and then just scrunch along the middle. Just like that. Bring your frame back. Go right down on a tie. And just do 1 tight twist. Like that. We're going to go with the brown one next. Scrunch down the middle. Go to the next one. I just want to have these sideways, so I'm just going to twist this one. So we see that nice, beautiful edge on the outside. So now the orange again. Give it a curl on both ends. And then scrunch down the middle. If you need to, you can always clip the ends with a clothespin as well to hold it in place. The easiest is rolling it on your chest. For me. Right in that tie. Already see all the colors commingling. And it doesn't have to be these meshes. You can use any mesh for this. Get this nice and full of mesh. Then y'all, we're just going to add some ribbon tails. Just like that. So you can already see, it doesn't even fit in camera anymore, how much it's grown. I have two 1.5 inch ribbons and two 2.5 inch ribbons. We're going to measure them out to 12 inches. 10, 22. You could use a ruler to cut it. If you have a mat like mine, you can measure it that way. There's lots of different ways. I already not pre-cutted, most. I have my orange 1.5 inch, my yellow 1.5 inch, our butterfly, and our daisy. So I did dovetail the 1.5 inch, will dovetail the 2.5 inch. We need 9 of each ribbon. 9 pieces of 12 inch ribbon. You just fold them together so the edges are together, and then we're just cutting a dovetail. So lining them all up, folding in half, cutting on an angle to get the dovetails. So I have yellow in this one. I have a little bit of yellow in this one. So I'm going to pair those two together. And then I didn't want the orange with the orange. So this orange is going to go with the daisy. I'm just going to pair them up so I know where the middle is too. Just taking the orange right over the daisy. Just commingling them together. I like to fold them in half just so I know where the middle is, because our next step is going to be scrunching them together. So I'm going to open that back up. I can see exactly where I folded. I'm going to scrunch it in the middle. I do like to kind of angle it a little bit so it's ready to go right into my wreath. Kind of fluff them out so we can see all 4 ribbon tails. I'm going to go right on top of the beige. And these little white ties that we have, I'm all okay to see them, y'all. Make sure you pick your frame to match your project and you will not have to hide them. So the daisy. So we're tying it together right here. Our tie is going to go up and around and tied in. So there's nowhere for the ribbon to go, but to stay. And just spread them out again. My #1 tip is make sure that your twist ties are nice and tight. Nothing will be going anywhere. Then we just have one more on this outside row, and then we can move to the inside. Then we just have this top row. Again, I'm just going to open my bundle, scrunch along the middle. Gonna go right into the twist tie. Again, give it a couple spins. Then this one, we're gonna wanna spread out like a cross, like an X. So just like that. So just go around and make sure your tails aren't going crazy. Perfect. There we go. Good for all spring, summer. Y'all, you can even leave this up in the fall. I just take it down for Christmas. Y'all, again, I am Coach Stacy, creative coach in DecoExchange's creative coaching group. Y'all, I hope you give this one a try. Nice, simple, fun. Get out of your comfort zone, maybe. Give it a try. If you've never made a wreath or never made a wreath like this, I hope you do. Lots of love to you guys. Bye-bye.